Okay, number 21. Number 21, I'm just going to go ahead and plot these points, graph these points. So we had 0, 0, 0, 7. Oh, 0, 7's up here. 12, 0, and 12, 7. You would notice that this makes a rectangle. From 0 to 12, so we know the distance here is 12. Here we go from 0 to 7, so the distance there is 7. Now it's asking, what is the perimeter? If this is a rectangle, if the bottom is 12, then the top is also 12. If the right side is 7, then the left side is 7. So to find the perimeter here, you could either add all these up, or you can use the formula perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Since the length is 12, it's 2 times 12, and the width is 7, so plus 2 times 7. So 12 times 2 is 24. 2 times 7 is 14. Add those together, you get 38. Hence, the perimeter here is 38 units. You leave it as units as it doesn't tell us the units. If it was centimeters, you would say centimeters. But since it doesn't, just leave it units. Okay, with that one done, let's go ahead and do number 22. So let me just get rid of this one. All right, number 22. All right, let's read. This is a word problem. A severe weather siren in a local city can be heard within a radius of 1.3 miles. If the mayor of the city wants a new siren that will cover double the area of the old siren, what should the radius of the new coverage be? In order to find out the double the radius, we first need to find out, or excuse me, double the area, we first need to find out what the area of the first siren was. So since we have an area being a circle here with a radius of 1.3, let's find out what the area of the first siren covers. We know that the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. And since they gave us the radius of this circle to be 1.3, that means just plug in 1.3 in for radius. So we have pi times 1.3 squared. Now, if you don't have a calculator, you would know that 1.3, 13 times 13 is 169. So if that's the case, then 1.3 times 1.3 is going to be 1.69. So we're going to have 1.69 pi. All right? Now, if the area wants to be doubled, if the mayor wants to double the area, we just take 1.69 pi and multiply it by 2. If we did that, that's going to give us 3.38 pi. If that's the new area, what would the radius be? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in for area and then solve for radius. So 3.38 pi equals pi times radius squared. So here, if I divide both sides by pi to get the radius by itself, I get radius squared equals 3.38. Now to find the radius, all we would have to do is take the square root of both sides. So the square root of 3.38 is, okay, so when you take the square root of 3.38, you get 1.8. So the radius then is going to equal 1.8 miles. There you are. All right. Let's go ahead and do number 23. Oh. All right, number 23 says, name the base. Well, the base of a pyramid, in this case, it's a rectangular pyramid, is going to be the rectangle, right? So in order to name a rectangle, you just name the 4 points consecutively. It doesn't matter which one you start with. It does matter that you go consecutively. So in this case, it's going to be base, it's going to be a rectangle, LMNO. Find the surface area. To find the surface area, you use the formula 1/2 perimeter of the base times slant height plus the area of the base. Okay? So we know the perimeter of the base, since actually the base is a square, so it's 10 by 10, right? So we got 10, 10, 10, 10. So the perimeter would be 40. So we got 1/2 times 40 times the slant height. Now remember, in a pyramid, the slant height goes from the vertex to the middle, or excuse me, from the vertex down to the base, forming a 90-degree angle. If you look at your figure, number 13 centimeters would be the slant height. So put 13 in for slant height, plus the area of the base. Now, since it's a square, 10 by 10, we know 10 times 10 is 100, so the area of the base is going to be 100. So half of 40 is 20. 20 times 13 is 260. 260 plus 100 would be 360. Since this is in centimeters, it's going to be centimeters squared. Right? Very good. And the last question, number 25, asks what is the volume of the pyramid? Well, the volume has the formula. We'll go ahead and shrink this. The volume has the formula 1/3 area of the base times height. Now, we already know the area of the base is 100. Now, the height of our pyramid, now that was going to go from the top vertex, right, your vertex point, down to the base, perpendicular to the base, which in the figure, that is 12. So we're going to take 1/3 times 100 times 12. Well, I know 1/3 of 12 is 4. So 4 times 100 is 400. So the volume then is going to equal 400 centimeters. And remember, when you do volume, it's cubed. Okay.